We cuttin' loose.
Izzy, man, how you feel about this Leslie Jones thing, man? Where like she's wilding right now on these podcasts, man.
You saying what marriage is the modern day slavery?
Yeah.
You may have a point. You ever been like in a serious relationship?
Yes.
I'm gonna be real.
Oh God.
Very serious.
This was one of them rage bait podcasts. These are like the new thing. I'm not really privy to it. Didn't seem like she was either. But it's all set up like Eric Andre's show, where it's just like questions made to make you uncomfortable. But Leslie was answering questions that weren't being asked. Like I feel like she was rage baiting back.
Yeah, that's how you do. You got to rage bait the rage baiter.
Yeah, but she said some wild things.
You saw the whole interview?
I saw like the first 20 minutes of it. It's not my thing. It's the first part of it is her trolling about her pronouns. Like it's. I'd repeat it here if I was allowed to, but
I think it's one of those things where, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, one of the questions that our producer posed was, like, was she being truthful or was she just doing it for content? I honestly think it's a little bit of both. Like, because, like, and this is coming from the words of our up tops, man. Like, it's Leslie Jones, right? I'm like, yeah, part of it is, like, she's probably just saying that it's slavery because, like, maybe it's hard for her to find a significant other that's actually willing to lock in with her. But also, I feel like it was just for content because, like, you know what I'm saying, we in this era where everybody feels like, oh, these views going to equate, you know what I'm saying, all type of publicity is good publicity. So she's just probably, maybe she's got a movie coming out, maybe she got a special she's about to drop, maybe she's about to go on tour. So it's like, oh, I got to, you know what I'm saying, make the headlines before I push whatever agenda I have coming out.
yeah, but Leslie Jones is Leslie Jones. If she wanted a trophy husband, she could get one.
And
Or a trophy wife.
Or a trophy wife. See, they talked about that in the video too.
You know what I think it is? I think she's having problems because you can't. She's definitely, I'm not gonna lie, she's a big black masculine female. Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
She can't play. She doesn't agree with it because she can't.
Hey,
play
sorry,
that
clip
role.
that.
that was good.
How you gonna be a housewife if you don't stay home? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
That's
with your
true. I mean,
career
she'd be
too,
busy.
like,
You can't play both sides of that. She wants to be the housewife and the husband.
But I'm like, that's good. Wow.
I think it's like most people, especially like women that's like career driven, it's like a man still probably want like the housewife stuff, but with her career, her busy schedule, she probably feel like compromising that is what feels like slavery to her. So a lot of career women feel like that during relationships sometimes.
It might honestly be resentment too, because she's past the point where, respectfully, she can have the best part of a relationship.
Yeah,
which is like the building a family. She's getting up there. And like Tina Fey fell on the same thing. Like half of her writing catalog is about how she wished she could start a family, but she's too busy, all this stuff. And then you get to a point where you're too famous to trust anybody.
I mean,
you forgot one thing though. Tina Fey's bad.
I mean, she's a beautiful woman, and
So is Leslie.
Leslie Jones is also a beautiful woman. And
beauty doesn't seem to be a factor in this equation.
Beauty is like comedy. It's subjective. It's subjective, honestly, bro. Because like it's someone out there for all of us.
Yeah, and much like in comedy, Will does not appreciate women.
I was like, well, your net worth like 30 million. Everybody beautiful.
Listen, there's somebody for me, so I know there's somebody for everybody now.
Yeah. About that. But not like it's one of those things where like Leslie Jones could, and I like what you said earlier, truthfully, when you said that she's battling between being whether or not she's gonna be a housewife or the go getter. It's cases where like the woman is more successful than the man, or more known than the man, where it's okay, and they still it's still the camaraderie. They still know how to build. Like a lot of people don't know Angela Bassett is married, right?
She's married
to an actor.
Exactly, to another actor that's not getting like as big of roles as her, or not as Courtney B. Vance. Shout out to him, a great actor, wonderful man. They have 2 children together, but like people don't know, like but it's okay that they like once you with someone for the person they are, then you know how to pull back whatever, play your role. So I don't think it's the case of her trying to be a housewife, because she could be the goal getter. You know what I'm saying? She could be the we got like comedian friends that is on the forefront or whatever, and their husbands, or we don't know who their husbands are, but their husband is the manager of them or whatnot. I don't want to I don't know if we could put out people names or anything like
yeah,
that.
right.
But,
We might. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
They see what you're saying without saying
but
names.
yeah, it's like
They're not famous enough either.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying all that, bro, because like they make way more money than us
I know
doing
some
what they love.
famous people that have never posted their wife, and they are running all their finances.
Exactly.
And vice versa. They're same with their female comedians who never post their husbands.
Yeah, and they're having in a very happy relationship. But yeah,
I think it's a compromise and like a perception thing too. Because in every relationship, famous or not, you're gonna have to compromise something. And if you look at compromising as slavery, that's your perception. You're gonna think of it negative and everything like that. But it can also
that's
become
true.
positive too.
Yeah,
You know, to keep the
100%.
relationship moving forward.
I was like, I like being told what to do.
That's something else in general. That's something totally different.
But-
But I think relationships in general is a compromise thing. Like there's no there's give and take. You know what I'm saying there's no tit for tat. It's I love you, so we have a equal agreement on what we got going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I agree with what everyone's been saying, but I still think that calling marriage slavery is something that someone who's unmarried can say.
I also
There's no world where you find yourself in that situation and it's a working situation and that's how you feel.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. I think Dave Chappelle, because Dave Chappelle's also married, he kind of has a similar take on that. He thinks it's like, he didn't say the words legalized slavery, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, go ahead.
like he doesn't agree with, he's married.
Say allegedly
he
so we don't
doesn't
get sued.
he said on his own podcast he doesn't agree with marriage. You know what I'm saying? And
Chappelle has a
stage-
podcast?
Yeah,
Wow.
the Midnight Gospel. Oh, sorry, the Midnight Miracle. My fault.
Oh,
Okay.
that's dope. I'm gonna have to tune into.
Yeah, I
well,
didn't
I'm
even
gonna
know
have
about
to tune
that.
into that.
Yeah,
But
it's like 3 seasons deep.
oh wow.
He's
But,
doing seasons of a podcast.
I think that nowadays modern day marriage is like, it's a contract. It's not about the union of the marriage nowadays. It's about the union of you and the government and how much you make and your taxes.
Right.
I don't believe
See,
that.
you know, to add on to that and harp on it, I do know a few happily together people who legally it makes more sense for them not to be married because they had the child out of wedlock first, and you get a lot more government leeway when you're not married in situations like that.
But
Like-
also, I mean, speaking of someone that is married, it's one of those things where like I do feel it's not slavery. Of course, you're gonna stuff that you can't do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's also the mindset. Like we all were saying, the mindset of the person. It's one of those things where yes, we know that you know what I'm saying, certain things that you were doing when you were single and the freedom and everything you can't do now. You know what I'm saying? But we knew, like, you knew that going into it. Like, you knew that going into it. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, and the reason why I don't like to say that it's, like, legalized slavery is because, like, unlike slavery for the most part, you know what I'm saying, we weren't there, Will, Izzy.
I'm 28. I was definitely not there.
Yeah, he's here with us, too.
Holden was on the other side of that. But
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
I was the camera guy.
A lot of them didn't know what they were signing up for when they got on that ship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
they didn't.
yeah.
They was thinking like, oh snap, this is a new land where I can actually put my family in a better position back in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I can provide for them. You know, so I'm gonna be in it. Because back then, like even in Africa, it was slave. Like people don't know it was actually slaves in Africa, but they were in
'cause
district
the
service. Like,
colorism.
yeah, it was it was colorism. It was just like I understood that like. Your family may have be in an economically better place than I am, but I'm gonna work to obtain my freedom to actually be on that same stature as you to provide for my family. So it's like I knew I was signing a 5-year contract with this plantation or this owner, so to say, but I know for a fact, like when these 5 years are up, I've obtained my freedom, and it happened. I did the 5 years. I'm free now. I'm in a position where my family can now eat and I can provide for my family and start my generational wealth. Whereas when the Europeans and everybody in the Western Hemisphere came over. And took the slaves. They were under the precognizance that they were coming over to just do that for a couple of years, and they were going to obtain their freedom. And then that couple of years turned to 400 years of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they were on
so,
that shit. They're like,
yeah.
what's up with
Yeah.
these chains, man?
yeah, like I thought, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's exactly how it went down, Will.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
so like
One of them.
that's why I don't think it's like the words, like the word slavery nowadays get tossed around too
It's
loosely.
loose.
Yeah, a little
It's
bit.
too loose. You know what I'm saying? Like it's loose like that mic. But
it looks like Midtown.
but look,
Yeah. You know what I mean?
bleep that out. Bleep that out. But yes, but it's one of those things where like you know what you're getting into. So like I just don't like the way that she said it was slavery and everything. And then also like it's one of those things where you walk away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's more so rich people, like people that's like, if you like you said once you get to a certain stature and everything, once you get to a certain stature or whatnot and a financial thing, you feel like you don't know who's really for you, and now you're afraid to get married because of the lack of the signs of the prenups and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like now you're thinking about your money, not about the person.
At the same time, I also know a lot of rich people who throw that to the wind and will get married without signing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's not a situation you would get yourself in as a slave owner.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to love this person.
Truthfully, yeah.
And then like that to perception, like think about whoever Leslie Jones' potential partner would be. There's probably things he have to do and deal with that the typical husband wouldn't have to deal with. So if you look at it like, oh, this is slavery because my woman's going on tour all week and I'm by myself and stuff like that. Like that's the negative perception. But it's like, you know what, she's bringing home this and she's building.
And even smaller than that, she was like, oh, Leslie's on this podcast talking wild again. I got to deal with that at Thanksgiving.
Right. So yeah, it's that give and take.
It's like, what do you mean your pronouns are that? All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, when that happened, just blur my face out. Like, I don't want to.
Also, Leslie Jones, that's not a traditional woman. Like, you can't have traditional.
I need you to elaborate real quick.
Yeah, I want to know why she's not a traditional woman, Will.
What's your tradition of woman? Why? Because she's funny?
Women usually are. So here's the thing. Leslie Jones, okay, respectfully, I'm a fan. Okay. I'm gonna put it out there.
All right.
But let's be honest.
I like that. You didn't realize what he said just now. Let's be honest.
I did that.
But
come on, you know what I mean? And like,
I know what you mean.
I know. I'm picking up what he's putting down, but I want him to say it.
Yeah, I want him to say it.
For our viewers in Riga.
All right. We're going to play a game real quick. Because I like that you say, I'm going to name a couple of women and you tell me if they're traditional women. That's fair enough.
Run it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Beyonce.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oprah.
For the sake of the game, say traditional or not traditional.
Money-wise, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
traditional,
traditional?
not traditional.
Okay.
Traditional, not traditional. Beyonce.
Traditional.
Oprah.
Traditional.
Gayle King.
Traditional.
Rihanna.
Tradition.
All right. Michelle Obama.
You better not do Michelle like that. Don't do Michelle like that now.
For sake of the podcast, traditional.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Absolutely not. Not
Not traditional. Let me see. The girl that played Precious.
You don't even know her name.
The most kind form of untraditional.
All right.
Not even close.
Monique.
Hell no, not traditional.
Mm-hmm. Regina King.
Yeah, traditional.
All right. Let me see.
Give me a hard one, plus.
Leslie Jones.
Hell no, not traditional. Not even close.
All right. So now,
But respectfully, it's hard to find somebody that's your mate if you're already 6'6" as a woman. If you're 6 foot tall as a woman, it's kind of.
All right, cool. I'm glad you brought it up.
Tall, fine stallions out there, though.
Lisa Leslie.
Ooh, hang on.
Is she traditional? Angel Reese.
No, but that's not that.
No. You said 6'6". I'm naming tall. We gonna name tall Amazon women.
Out there, man.
Asia Wilson.
I gotta point out one thing real quick. I know you're going with this. Traditional. You gotta just be, like, the tallness is not the only factor in this particular situation. You know, no, it's not just the height. It's the build too. You feel me? It's the looks
So you
and
feel
the character.
like if she's not as physically appealing to like aesthetically.
When you're
she's
more
not
masculine and heavy set in certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
respectfully, it's not as traditional as someone that's more.
All right, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Since you want to, we're going there. Lizzo.
I know you're gonna say Lizzo. I know I was gonna. Wait, okay. Lizzo now or Lizzo then?
Both Lizzos.
The concept of Lizzo.
The concept of
The old concept of Lizzo, no. Current day Lizzo, yeah.
Jill Scott.
No. Okay. Yeah.
She's traditional.
Yeah,
So it's more than just the height and the build now, because like I name a couple of tall women. I name some.
Also, I was trying to put money out of there. Like I don't put money as a factor in none of those.
Yeah, for 100%.
Because you said Oprah, not even close. But I'm still on signing those papers. You know what I mean? If it was Oprah.
Well, I mean, a lot of these women are successful though, right?
Yeah, all these women.
Yeah.
Every
All the
single
way
woman.
he named,
Yeah,
everybody
everyone I
got
named.
something.
Yeah, but that's the
Too
fact, but,
successful
like,
to hang out with Will, for sure.
Oh God. You know what I mean? That's why you got to sign the papers fast. The no designer. I'm saying, what did I say? Matters.
No takebacks.
Yeah, now I'm locked in. We all seen Chappelle show.
All right, so you said height and sides, but like I named both, and you still like I feel like it's the Venn diagram effect, right? Where like I named some taller women that you said yes to,
Yeah.
you said no to, and then I named some some voluptuous women that you said no to, but then like
There's a mannish factor you got to put onto there. A mannish factor.
so we got to add a third bubble to.
Yeah. Because like you could be tall and you can be a little bit.
You watch wrestling?
Not really.
I
I knew some old school like the $1 million man and stuff, like know some old school stuff, but like
I'm trying to think like someone that you probably don't know who Nia Jax is. She's Samoan. She's part of the Samoan dynasty. But I'm trying to.
Samoans are naturally just like, but I will still climb that ladder. That's the ladder of success. Samoans that's a different style, you know what I mean?
So it's all right. Yeah,
I feel like we're getting a little bit off topic
Yeah.
with Will being misogynistic over here.
yes. So
The fact of the matter is, Leslie Jones is in a position where she views marriage at a skewed bias anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, she's not 100% wrong in the sense. Maybe she sees slavery in marriage from her own perspective, being when she as a successful person, no matter who she marries. Let's say that she knew him before she blew up.
yeah,
Before fame was a factor, they rekindle. She's more successful than this person. It's going to be really hard not to be for whoever this man or woman, whoever she's marrying is. That being said, she is now committed to taking care of this person the rest of their life. Do you think there's a point where she's finally like, it's not worth it because this person could fall off? It's like, if you know you're being taken care of for the rest of your life, what is it on you to hold up your end of the bargain for marriage?
and that's actually a great point what you're making. It's one of those things where like, I mean, it always gonna go back to knowing who you're dealing with, who you actually making this commitment with.
And that's the main thing, just knowing who you're signing with.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where like, I don't want to say that you know for a fact you're gonna be taken care of for your whole life. Because what if like she can get married and have her spouse sign a prenup where it's like, yo,
that's true.
Like this and this, and like, yo, if we do divorce in a certain amount of time, whatever the case might be, you're not this, and it's gonna actually incline her person to be like, hey, I still have to go get it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I knew you before you blew up and everything. You know what I'm saying? I may not help you get blown up, but like, yo, you were the face of like, and that's one of the biggest misconceptions as well. Is like, oh, just because I was around when you was struggling, when you do blow up, I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying, reap the benefits, the benefits of it. But I think no. First, I'm gonna just say this: no, I don't think that it's a thing where you say the person may feel more lax when they feel like they get taken care of for their whole life. Because I think. I'm gonna say me as a person. I can't speak for anyone else because like that goes into your personal ambitions, your personal goals, your personal who you are.
Right.
So that she knows who she's dealing with. I think more so what Leslie is saying, and maybe I'm wrong. You know, so correct me if I'm wrong. If you ever see this podcast, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's like she feel like the slavery part for her comes in as becoming a trade wife because she may be a very trustworthy, very honest, very loyal, very very submissive woman to her person. But it's like. It's one of those things where like I'm this mega star, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying, SNL, comedy shows, film and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much a millionaire. And it's like, yo, exactly. I can't, you know what I'm saying? You're telling me like now, like because like I know the type of person that I am, I become submissive to my partner. I'm gonna have to be the housewife now. You know what I'm saying? Like now I can't do what I love to do. You know
right, it's a mindset shift.
To that magnitude of what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't go out here and do these comedy shows. I can't go out here and, you know what I'm saying, do these drops on SNL.
Do you ever feel that kind of pressure? It was like, I'm not trying to say it was like, oh, if I was single, I'd be doing shows every night. But there is a little bit more pressure of, it was like, there's more nights that I know I have to take off.
100%.
There's more obligations that I know I'm responsible for fulfilling.
100%. 100, like 1,000%. And like, don't get me, I love my wife. I love my marriage. But it's one of those things where like I understood, like if I was like, and I said this times, like we spoke about this. I'm like, I love you, like, so I'm telling you, like the sacrifice I'm taking for this as well. Like, so I put a lot of stuff on the back burner for this, like, because I knew, we needed a roof over our head. I know we needed this and everything. Comedy right now is not paying that. Like, I've been in Florida, like when we were just boyfriend, I was booked all over. Like, bro, I was like in Florida doing shows in Vegas, doing shows in New York. I was going out there, like flown out to like different places. Like now, like when I go out places, it's because it's on the strength of me. Like I'm going out to LA. We were talking about it like months in advance. Like, oh yeah, in August I want to go to LA for this comedy convention. In May I want to go out to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime we book trips together now, like I'm going out to these mics. Like when we first like early on, if we went out to a different city, whatever, I didn't worry about comedy. I was like, oh, I just got to make sure that you're happy. But, like, if I was single, bro, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I would never sleep. Like, I would get off work and go do comedy, like, every single night. Like, every single night I would go out, like, tired of night, go out there, do comedy. Go out and do comedy. Like, you would see me way more than I'm being seen now. You know what I'm saying?
And at no point, not to put words in your mouth, at no point that feels like slavery.
No, it doesn't.
It's something that makes you prioritize and honestly appreciate your life more.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because you find like it's things like more, you know what I'm saying? It's more things that's important in life as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? And also, I'm a firm believer, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that with anyone here, but I'm a firm believer in God, where it's like, I don't even want to whisper that. I'm a firm believer in God.
That.
But it's like one of those things where, like, because, you know, we don't know who our audience is, right? But I'm a firm believer in God. Like, whatever's for me is going to be for me. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I can be like, all right, cool. I'm still writing. I'm still doing all stuff. And, like, when I do go out, you know what I'm saying? I'm still getting, like, the same. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can see the rust in it when you don't perform in a minute. But it's like, it's still there. I know the meat and bread to me as a comedian is still there. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. The sacrifice thing. When you're talking about sacrifice for your, like, just significant other, it's not like you're doing... it's a willing sacrifice. It's not they're sacrificing, and that's like, oh, I hate this. Like, damn, I can't stand. I wouldn't have to deal with this. No, you're doing it because you love them, and you got to think about the one thing: marriage is it got to be for the right reason. Are you marrying this person for love or for that contract, for that obligation,
For the bag.
for that stat? What? You know what I mean?
And honestly, that's a big thing being perpetuated online right now, especially with the rise of
Money.
the rise of money, but the rise of opinion. There's a lot of online couples that one person's clearly a face and the other person is more of a subordinate.
Yes.
And it's something just because it's appealing to the algorithm to show off the perfect American life, which is you work your job for 4 hours, get your 6-figure paycheck, and then you get your private trips with your loved ones.
All right, so question, because I don't want to, like, are you okay with me getting personal?
Of
real
course.
quick? So, like, your significant other is a comedian as well.
Correct.
So, I mean, like, in that aspect, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, like, I feel like that's a good one because you have like-minded people and that thing. So, y'all understand y'all dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all both out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chasing the same dream. Do that feel like, that don't feel like, that's feel like, you know what I'm saying, a partnership. That feel
No,
like,
it feels like a partnership. There's a lot of times where you have to put your ego to the side. For example, when my partner's on a show and vice versa when I'm on a show, there's opportunities for them to be on that show as well. Mm-hmm. If one of us made a fuss about it, it would happen. Or in a lighter situation, sometimes there's just extra time available. It was like, oh, we might have a few drop-ins. Oh, Molly's here, Holden's here. Holden, you want to do some time off the top just because you're here? Might as well. I was like, no, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm here to support.
Support her.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
vice versa.
And sometimes it makes sense to do it. Sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time, it doesn't really matter. I know why I'm going to go there, and I'm not taking away from her night because it's her night. Mm-hmm. That's how it works. If I'm booked, she knows it's my night. Sometimes our nights collide. Mm-hmm. I'll be in Tennessee doing a show. She'll be here doing a show. We'll both be in different sides of Georgia doing show. That's just how it happens as entertainment. Because she also does all sorts of other types of entertainment. Yeah. Like she's an actor and a model. She does bookings all over the state most of the time. Most of the time, if we're together, it's only to support one of us, just because that's how it has to be. Otherwise, if you're out with someone, and you know this probably the best because you're married, your head can't be somewhere else. if you know there's a chance of you going up later and you're entertaining that possibility, you behave differently.
Yeah.
Like, shoot, we've both gone to sign up for Kill Tony before, and it was drastically different than when we both go somewhere just to hang out and do a show. Because we're both in the headspace. It could go off at any time for either one of us. I got to do the best I can to take care of me.
Yeah, 100%.
And I like what you said about ego too, because I think, like you said, like in relationships, it looks like once one person's up here, and it's one person just down here, and it's like if you look at yourself like I'm just this supportive, this successful person that you need to, adhere to, it can compromise you when you need to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So you got to bring yourself down too to say, yeah, these things are important to me, but I know this is important to you. And just because this makes me more money or this makes us more money and more successful, it's not just inherently more important than what you have going on. Like your wife have your career,
and I'll be real.
Life, her dreams are important. Is your dreams
Yes,
are important? So
100%.
y'all have to have those conversations.
There's months where I have nothing lined up, and she's got something every day, and then vice versa. It's more rare because she has more hands in the pot, more pots on the stove.
More avenues, yeah.
She's always busy. She's always killing it. But there's times where I'm like, man, she's doing 3 45-minute gigs this week, 2 of them private. She's on 3 showcases, and she's hosting at my home club. That's great. That's a win for me. You know what I mean? Like, there's no world where it makes sense to be like, I was like, man, I wish I was doing more. Because me doing less gives her opportunity to do more. Like, because we've got cats and animals at home. One of us has to be here, take care of stuff.
Yeah, to keep piss on the bed. I told you.
A little bit, yeah. Starting to.
You're a comedian too, right?
Yeah.
Like, we ever have that feeling like you have a significant other?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Like, so like we ever had a thing where it's like you be like, God dang, bro, like, yo, you spent time with your significant other, but then like I'm gonna use me because I don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to throw no one in the but it's like times where like I'll be with my wife and I'll be like, dang, bro, you know what I'm saying, we enjoying this movie, and then they be like, oh yeah, bro, we just throw out a random name. DC Young Fly was at a Cat's Cafe, R.I.P. to Cat's Cafe, was at Cat's Cafe, man, and you know what I'm saying, he was looking for somebody to open for him. I'm like, oh
Yeah, definitely.
Or you know what I'm saying, we've been to Austin, bro, and it's like, you be like, for instance, I went out to Austin, you know, I got on the mothership, but it was this thing where like I booked the show and it was like, oh yeah, you know, I would not book the show, I just got selected for with mothership, and you know how it is as well. Right. It's amazing. Shout out to mothership, but it's like, oh, or you like, oh yeah, how long are you here? And it's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'll be here when I'm here. Oh, well, we need you to do a drop out, you know what I'm saying, come out to the show on Thursday, but you already booked your flight and everything. You already, you know what I'm saying, because you got like work and everything else lined up, or you got this certain thing with your significant other that Friday, whatever, or you know what I'm saying, and they need you that Friday. It's like, hey, yo, do I extend my thing? It's like those type of things as well. Like I feel like I wouldn't say I never would say slavery. Whatever camera, I think this is my camera. I would never say slavery, but it's like one of those things like, God dang, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to put that on the, you know what I'm saying, on that like on the back burner. Like you ever feel like, and you too will, because like you don't have a significant other too.
And she's younger. Respectfully, she's younger, not that much, but because I got to go to work at night. She worked a night shift. There's a lot of nights I can't hit late now because either I gotta leave, and you know, because you'll hit me up, yo, you outside tonight? Nah, I gotta take Shorty to work. And I hate that. I mean, I do it because I know it. I love her, but like I'm also missing out on myself now, or I'll be like laid up with her, and then it'll be like a month later, and I gotta tell her, hey, I gotta dip later. This movie gonna have to wait, and she'll do that little attitude, but she'll get it. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna be like tight because I gotta go, because she knows what I'm doing. But she respects the journey.
It go back to what you said earlier though, like you said, like, hey, you a man of God. And what's for you is for you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know if I'm a man of God, being a good husband is what I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to miss opportunities doing that because God's going to look out for me on the back end.
And it always comes back around.
Type thing, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, Izzy, so many times, bro. When I tell you so many times that have worked out in my favor, bro, where it'd be like, I can't get this or whatever. And then I'm like, dang, bro, you know, son, I really missed out on this. And then like randomly, like somebody hit me up like, oh, bro, I need to, like, bro, Case, I was like, bro, I don't got no shows lined up or nothing like that, bro. But you know, so I would stay loyal, stay down. And Case like, yo, you want to host Alley Stage? I'm like, whoa, me of all people, like, bro, I'm like, oh, yes, of course. You know, of course I want to host Alley Stage. And then right after that, I got like another gig. I'm like, oh wow, like you see it where it's like you don't like people want to see your light even if you like, cause I don't post that much on social media, and I don't be out as much as you guys, but it's like those opportunities still come. Yeah. So yes, I do agree with that wholeheartedly.
And I've been traveling a lot recently. What you're talking about in Austin happens pretty much every city I'm in, where you show out at one show and everyone's like, when are you leaving? I got this at the end of the month. I got like stuff where it doesn't possibly make some things are close, and I have extended a few trips to stay, but there's times where it's like, I would love to. There's no world where I can make it to New York in time for that. But at the same time, you don't know how many opportunities you've gotten on the flip side of that. Yeah. Because I started getting really lucky early in comedy just because of the people I would associate with. Mm-hmm. I went to a lot of tough rooms around a lot of really, really funny people early on. And in those rooms where people are busy, people be dropping out. Mm-hmm. And I'm there just working.
Yeah, head down.
It's like, I know for a fact, in hindsight, I was probably 5th choice. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to show up and kill it like it was handed to me specifically. And on the opposite end of that, when it is handed to you and you can't do it, you can't be mad because, like you were saying, in the overarching universal standpoint, if it was made for you, it'd be easy. Mm-hmm. You got to hand it off to the next person. It's going to come back around. Yeah. Like everything like that happens.
I'm glad you said that because, like I said a few weeks ago, I always say this all the time. You know what I'm saying? We always say if it's for you, it's for you. But it's never going to be when you want it to be. It's never on your time.
Never.
Yeah. It's going to be when it's meant to be. It always winds up that way. When you think it's on your time, it's still not on your time.
No, 100%.
When it come back around, you're going to see, oh, now it makes sense. Now it's just full circle.
So one of the points we want to touch upon as well is like, based off like, saying now in today's society, which is better, like as far as relationship goes, is like the independence, like, saying both being independent, saying spousal or, relationship, or like the traditional roles where like, throw out some of the traditional things where the woman cooks, the guy takes out the trash, he washes the car.
Single income household, things like that.
So which one you think is better in today's society, the independent, standpoint, traditional or traditional man?
I think the traditional has always been flawed. It was a marketing move to limit the income and success and happiness of families. I might be mixing things up here.
No. I feel like no. You're right. No, you're right. Bro, the traditional mean like the guy works and the woman stays at home.
Exactly.
But independent mean they both work. Yes, you're right.
Guys have been conditioned to be the breadwinners since the inception of man. And guys are also more pre-inclined to have higher cortisol levels, higher stress levels, and die sooner. That goes down drastically and I'm not saying we both have to work sales jobs at our insurance firm, raking in over 6 figures a year with a company car each and a house that's paid for and things like that. I'm talking about.
Shout out Lowe's.
In traditional family life, it is worker, subordinate. There's not even room for passion in that. Mm-hmm. You got to love yourself as much as I love this family type situation. Mm-hmm. If you don't love yourself more than the whole overarching situation, then it's destined to not fail, but to be strained.
You see that? That's how people start cheating. That's how people start to hate their
Exactly. People get resentful and it's like, oh,
after all this long day.
He's gone all day. He doesn't let me do this. Maybe I want to open an Etsy shop where I sell my crochet. Like just knowing what you like to do and what you can do to support. Sometimes you got to have a job, and sometimes people want a job.
Or
like my mom can't not work. She's been retired for years. Every time she'll go back, it's like, I just need to be a teacher. I love kids. I need to put my influence on the world. I need to be doing this for me.
Yeah.
And just having that, it was like, well, no, someone has to take care of the kids. It was like, well, the kids are 15 now. I was like, they can stay home by themselves.
And that's how we like. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I want to tap into because we got to wrap it up pretty soon. One of the things is like you said, our generation is also different as well because like 15-year-olds now is not the 15-year-olds that we were.
No,
like we were watching each other. We was watching each other when we were like 12. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 11 years old. We was, you know what I'm saying? We were a little bit more independent.
There's 15-years paying more taxes than I am right now in this era. There's a lot more people can be doing.
They're also millionaires too.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
But I wanted to touch on this before we head out though. Do you think that men and women benefit from marriage or relationships the same?
It's inherently no. Just because women are conditioned from birth to this is what you should want, and also through biology. Your body tells you, I want companionship, I want a family, I want a kid, I want all of this. So the stakes are a little bit higher for a woman, especially the fact that there's a timeline on female biology.
Yeah.
And what men benefit from is a best friend for life, which is a huge benefit. Having someone that you can rely everything with is strong, because not a lot of guys in 2026 even have community.
Yeah.
Like they don't have 4 people they could call and hang out every Saturday.
Oh yeah, guys are lonelier than they've ever been.
They don't have the thing connecting them all, which separates everyone. And it's just, that is strong, but at the same time, women were, I don't want to say bred, but women were bred to want it more. The mindset for a guy is a little bit different. Men are conditioned to, if you're successful enough, you'll never have to deal with the same woman more than twice. Like that's the billionaire bachelor mindset that is it's ingrained in male society. It's everywhere. It's in TVs, movies, rap. TV, movies, and music. It's in everything.
And I want to touch on and I agree with what you're saying, that men and women do not benefit from the relationship the same. Like, because since the beginning of the time, at least our time, that we always was brought up on that saying that happy wife, happy life, or whatever. It's like it's nothing about whether or not the husband's happy. And like the husband, it's times when you ask him, "Are you good, man?" Nah, as long as my wife's straight, man, I'm good. Like what you mean? As long as your wife is straight, you're good. Like that doesn't equate to your happiness at all. And
exactly. Shout out to Ryan Davis, by the way.
Your yes, shout out Ryan Davis. Your cortisol level and all that stuff, and like our stress and everything is like, man, like you're saying, we was always taught, oh, we'll deal with it, we'll get through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, look, she's good, I'm good, or whatever. And you know what I'm saying, it's like it's a stigma of women, like, you know what I'm saying, it's in the Bible, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And it's like, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, as a wife, you don't have to do the dirt, you don't have to do the work or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get married, of course, but like when it's in courtship and everything, like when you're courting and everything, it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying, you show me this, you show me that and everything. Like, yo, I need a man that makes, you know what I'm saying? It's so much stigma on being a man. Like, and I love it, don't get me wrong, like, yo, cause like, yo, when it's a chip on my shoulder, bro, I go harder, bro. Like, yo, if I feel like, yo, I'm the underdog, I'm gonna show you that hey, I could be a top dog in this business, a top dog in whatever I do. But it's like, it do get that point, that stigma, that annoyance, like, god dang, bro, like, yo, when can I get a break? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can love your wife and still be stressed.
Yeah, 100%.
Who finds a wife finds some more stress? That's the real thing. I mean, that's real. Okay. You love her all day. I don't mean that I'm not tired.
You know, 100%.
All right, so I think moral of this episode is Leslie was on some BS. She don't know what she's talking about.
There's not slavery.
50-50.
That's real.
Marriage isn't slavery.
And nowadays, you can't. The traditional thing don't work because it's not a traditional.
The main reason it's BS is because there is legal slavery in the world today.
Oh,
every cell phone you've ever touched, every car you've ever bought in the last 5 years,
every bill
has been touched by legal slave trade. Every Hershey bar you've bought, and you know what?
Every house you buy, like
Hershey bar. Every
Hershey bar, but I'm saying even every house you buy.
Every house you buy, yeah.
They got 50-year mortgages now. That thing crazy.
Yeah, I think you said Hershey. I think you said Hershey you buy. I might say, God damn.
I was like, there's a lot of legal slavery, and I'd fill the list up quick before I get to marriage.
Yeah.
We don't like slavery, do we?
No, you know what? I don't care what y'all been saying. Not a fan.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I feel.
I learned about this recently. It's effed up.
Hey, can we?
It is.
We'll see. But can we say this? I think we all agree on this one to close out. Leslie Jones, she's gonna have something like a house husband. She ain't gonna have no house. Like, she's not gonna be a housewife. She's gonna have a house husband. That's more of the thing she'll be on. Can we all agree on that?
I thought you were about to say she's a house.
Oh,
she's a mite to mite.
All right, so that's been the Kuttin Loose Podcast. Thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate our resident co-host Izzy coming through to help us out.
Thank
For
you,
sure, man. I've been Jimmy Fontaine, man. Jimmy Too Jokey on Instagram.
Yeah, more life, Will Palomino.
And also, we got ourselves some True products. And
Yeah.
new sponsor in the building. Shout them out real quick, Jimmy. Pull them up. Try to get a close in for the camera.
A stick and post, man. Stick and post, man. Y'all will see these drops a little while later.
Yeah, smack it one time.
Yeah.
Like that time. Oh, yeah.
Reusable sticky things for your phone. You can use them as pop sockets. You can use them as a mirror. Pop it up on the wall. True products. You know they've been with us since day one. Get yourself some discounts on some quality black-owned products using code CuttinLoose1. Cuttin Loose with a K. We out. Thank you.
We cutting loose.